outcome of UFC Unlimited Fight Channel.
All right, coming up next, a UFC featherweight division fight. Pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. Now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 138 pounds. Fighting out of Bridgewater, Massachusetts, USA, live. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
And with that touch of the gloves, we are underway.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so lofty expectations for this matchup as round 1 gets underway. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but on the other, truly a fighter who can do it all.
And that guy will usually have the advantage on paper. When you're a striker at this guy's level, that will normally balance out whatever advantage the other guy has.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. Might as well use it.
Over and over, he landed big body kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Loaded up there on that high kick. Look Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Follows it up with a nice combination. And they separate. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Very nice leg kick there by Lee. Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have times where I've been kicked like that. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It does not feel good.
Oh, that's a good right hand.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet. Nice strike. I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
And he landed the right hand there.
Very tricky when he throws that body kick. Watch knees to the body. Nice straight punch.
Oh, beautifully timed with the Superman punch. Lands with the kick there, no pad on that foot.
No shin guard. He's taking all of that kick every time he throws it.
Oh, how about this kicking game on full display tonight?
Kicks back to back, just truly mixing up the target. Sight to behold.
Well, the leg kicks have been a big storyline in this one, and there's another one. So he continues to slow his opponent down, and nice poker face on the other side. I'm not sure how many more he can take.
He won't be able to take any more. Think about Edson Barbosa, how he lands those beautiful leg kicks, no wind-up so fast. Eventually, guys get stopped from taking too many. This seems to be the path that he is wanting to take tonight in this fight.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Good punch. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Blocked that kick to the body. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Final seconds here of round one.
Beautiful body kick.
Looking to set up that head kick again. This one does not find the home.
Stop! What are you doing out there? Let's shake it off. We need to do exactly what we did in the gym. I want you to keep your hands up, keep moving.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights. He has had his kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead, and I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him.
That was so impressive to see. Someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations here.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Sneaky head kick. Good punch lands.
Moving to his left now.
That is, oh man, this dude is good.
Oh, misses with the jab.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Ooh, looking to go to the leg kick here, just out of range.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
And they separate. Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two.
Get those combinations going. Move those hands.
Very nice leg kick there by Lee. Pinpoint accuracy on that kick.
No wind up, no tail, just a brutal kick.
Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Ooh, what a punch. There's no tell on that leg kick.
Score that takedown for me, man.
Collar tie.
Get some offense. Let's get going. Get in there. Low kick to that lead leg.
Oh,
Get some head movement now.
Oh! Lee gets caught with that punch. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Oh, he's got the kicking game going tonight. Lands another one there.
a beautiful kick, and all I can think of, better him than me.
You gotta move those feet for me, bro. You gotta move those feet.
Lands with a right hand. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Trying to do damage now with the kick. That's a miss. 10 seconds to go. Nice shot to the body there. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Great job, man. You take a deep breath. Hey, Scott, how do you feel? That's right. Look amazing. Now you should see.
All right, a lot of high-level highlights from that last round. DC, take us through the replay.
If he fought like this, I would be comfortable entering him into a K1 level kickboxing competition. He's that good at finding and landing those kicks at will. He needs to continue to do this as the fight goes on.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His strong leg packs so much power that even when he doesn't throw it full throttle, you see he's able to inflict damage. We'll see if he can keep it going here in this round.
He doesn't throw it full power, but even when he feints it, he draws out reactions from his opponents because they don't want to get hit with any more of those kicks. It's a sight to behold. Oh, that's a nice strike. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Some fighters don't check a lot of leg kicks. That one was checked.
Keep your hands up for me now.
Oh, that kick is good by Lee. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off. Beautiful punch. Nice head kick.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Spinning back fist is there. Lee's shot is blocked. Oh, another strike to the body. Not a lot of real estate there, but he found it. Oh, he got that inside leg kick to the target there, DC. You don't want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. It starts to beat up the inside thigh. That is the technique you use to really slow down your opponent.
Then both guys really throwing with authority.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
3 minutes now to go in this one.
Let your hands go. Let those hands go.
Oh, big punch lands.
Just out of range with that right hand.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
Still in their fight. Ooh, what a punch.
Big roundhouse now, just misses. Out of range with that one. Oh, caught him flush with the head kick.
What a kick by this young man. He does a great job of disguising that technique, and before you know it, boom, he lands.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch landed.
This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Oh, straight right. Lee gets hit with a kick. Spinning back fist. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, huge block.
Big head kick lands.
Attempts the front kick there. .30 seconds to go in the round. Just misses with the punch by Lee. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach.
a head kick.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
Nice work. Non-stop punches. That's what I like to see. Next round, we want even more. Mix up the strikes a little bit. Be unpredictable.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are 2 of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these 2 guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round.
Nice leg kick.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Nice punch there by Lee.
He is throwing a fast, straight, hard jab. That's not a feeler jab. That's one that's really knocking the head back. Look at how he turned his hip into that leg kick. Big kick land. It's such a fast leg kick.
Oh, nice strike landed there by Lee. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Just misses there with the left.
Right under the elbow, the body kick lands.
His opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
3 minutes to go in the round.
What a punch.
Guys, come on.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there. Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, spinning back fist out of nowhere. Slips. Oh, nice kick right there. Tell the masses how good that feels to get kicked like that.
John, it doesn't. It doesn't feel good to get kicked like that. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Straight punch lands. Liver kick.
Hey, he's off balance. Take him down.
Nice body kick.
Trying to hammer that lead leg.
Give me a double leg. Give me a double leg.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Timely defense there, huge block for him.
I want you forward, forward. Get that takedown.
All right, less than a minute here to go in our 4th round. Well, it didn't take long. You see the signs of... There as he lands and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one strike in the night.
Another powerful kick there. A lot of volume with the feet tonight for him.
It's unbelievable to watch somebody make kicking the base of their fighting style. He has shown us that it's possible. Nice punch lands.
20 seconds now remain in the round.
Stay busy. You control this.
What a tricky head kick.
Whoa!
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
All right, let's check out some of the action from that previous round, DC, and what a display on the feet. Huge knockdown with that kick.
Yeah, he's a high-level striker. He throws these kicks to the body, he throws them low, but when he goes up top, he's very powerful, and he can end anybody's night. The toughness displayed by his opponent allowed him to stay in the fight, but he cannot take many more of those types of strikes.
Nice work. Nobody's hit that guy like you did before. You need to keep doing that. Stay on him. He's scared of you now. He's
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Just missed with the left there. Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Oh, massive kick lands flush. Just missed on that spinning attack.
Big kick land.
Huge block there.
Great punch. Powerful leg kick lands.
Back and forth we go.
Nice.
Come on, give me some more.
Let's work.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh man, that's a nice kick right there.
He's doing a great job of landing that kick over and over again.
How about that shin? Well, it's not going to be fun walking tomorrow. Would you look at the bruise on the outside of his thigh? That is looking awful now. Oh, tags him with that. Money left again. All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You got to throw everything at your opponent, because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not going to win this fight.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Lee. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. 2 minutes now to go in this one. Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Useful strike there. The ground and pound on point tonight. crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight. Leg kick.
Under 1 minute remains in round 5. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
It's over. It's over. What a performance.
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands, and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way, and in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.
I wasn't ready for that 100 mil, but now I am. I've been ready for war in the gun jam.